I want to give a warm welcome to Brian Ford and Tom Rowan from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are here to present one of our awards that they sponsor. And of course, we have Chief Holloway and our three assistant chiefs, Chief Gilliam, Chief Gerardo, and Chief Kavasov. So thank you all for being here today. And it's great to see all of our coworkers, family, and friends here today because this is an important event. This is when we have an opportunity to really offer some distinction and honor to those employees who don't just do a good job, but they do a really great job. And they're recognized by their fellow employees, by their supervisors, all the way to the command staff and the awards committee. And that's why we're here today. To begin our program, if we could please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. And our police chaplain, Rabbi Philip Weintraub, will now say our invocation.
To our Creator, the one we call by so many names, who watches over us each and every day, may you give peace to this city. May you watch over our sworn officers, our leadership, our city council, our mayor, all of the volunteers, all of the citizens that make this city the very special place that it is. May you give thanks and allow us to give thanks to those who are being honored for their holy work today. And I use that word intentionally because it is holy work to try to bring peace. Bringing peace is a challenging job, as our city council heard yesterday. Bringing peace is a job that doesn't always get thanks. Bringing peace is a job that can put you, God protect you, in the line of fire at times. And I give thanks to each and every one of you, and I give thanks to the Creator who, Bezrat Hashem, God willing, will continue to bring peace to this city, that no one should ever be placed in harm's way. That civilian, that officer, that sergeant, that chief should all go home in the same condition that they left the house in the morning. I also want to give thanks to all the family members that are here who have to wake up each day concerned for their loved ones. So I give thanks to you as well. So thanks be to God and thanks be to all of you. Amen.
Well, no matter how busy his schedule is, Mayor Welch always makes time to come to our police events, and we really appreciate that. So, Mayor, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Well, actually, you helped me break up a day of budget meetings, so I'm so happy to be with you today. Rabbi Weintraub, thank you. I know you had a late night as well, working with our city council, to our chair and council members. Thank you for your great work. It's just an honor for me to be here with you all today, to all of our sworn members of the St. Pete Police Department, our civilians. It's been an honor the last 2 years to be able to work closely with Chief and his command staff and to learn what you deal with every day. And y'all know that I'm an Apple guy, right? iPhone guy. So Chief is in my favorites. He's been in my favorites for a long time, but that means his calls come through 24/7. His texts come through 24/7. And those have been some of the most unnerving calls and texts that I've ever received in my life. But at the same time, there's a level of confidence and comfort because I know the character and the competence of the folks that make up the St. Pete Police Department. And I know it's the officers on the front lines, but it's also all the staff that supports those officers. And Chief comes back not only with, here's what happened, here's the issue, but here's what we're doing, here's the data that we have on it. And tell me if I'm talking too much, Chief, but even when we had a potential serial killer, Chief was giving me information on what we thought we would be able to solve that pretty quickly. And those are things that don't happen without a whole organization, without resources. Thank you, City Council, for always supporting our police department with resources, but also the commitment and the professionalism of the folks that make up the department. So we are so thankful for the job that you do. I say it all the time, but we need to say this every time. You will always have the support of my administration and our city council in doing a job that not everybody can do. It's in your DNA to do this, and we support you. And thank you, Mr. Ford and the Buccaneers, for your support as well. So thank you for all you do, and congratulations to the award winners today. God bless y'all.
And now if I could ask Chief Holloway to come say a few words before we give out our awards.
Good morning, everyone. Mayor, thank you very much. Like Yolanda says, you're always here for us. And, you know, he's being kind to me about his phone because sometimes when I look at it, it's on silent. So it says, do not disturb. So it's like, do I call him now? Do I text him now? But I can tell you he's always concerned not only about the men and women that work here, but also about the citizens. Like he said, when I give him that call, it's like, okay, what are we going to do? And, you know, he's going to ask you those questions. So we're prepared for that. Well, you're prepared for that. So I just want to thank you, Mayor, for your support. To the City Council, cannot thank you enough. When I tell the other police chiefs and sheriff, you know, I'm coming up on 10 years, I feel like I'm still on a honeymoon because you always keep saying, what do your officers need? And that means a lot to them because I even keep telling them, like, you know, the City Council does ask me, what do we need? What piece of equipment do we need? Do we need more officers? So thank you for your support because you're one reason why this city is safe as it is. So thank you very much for that. So to the men and women that work here today, thank you. You know, you all do great work. The mayor says it all the time, that you show your greatness. And today we're here to recognize those officers and civilians that just took it to the next level. And that's why people always ask, how is St. Pete doing this? So we're going to continue saying, how is St. Pete doing this? Mr. Ford, thank you. You always make time to come here to recognize officers. So thank you for that. The most important people here is the family members. Without you, we couldn't do the job that we do each and every day. So I just want to thank you for your support, giving us that opportunity for your loved ones to do what they know how to do best. So with that, we're going to go ahead and Yolanda's going to tell you all the great things that these officers and civilians have done to continue to make this city safe and continue to make this an excellent police department. So thank you again.
Okay. Now, if I could ask the award recipients to please wait until I talk about you and all the wonderful things you've done before you come up and receive your awards. And then afterwards, if you want to immediately, after your presentation, if you want to invite your family members to come and join you, you can also take photos with your family members as well. This is a very family-oriented department, and we always include them. Our first award is the Chief's Award of Excellence, and this goes to Sergeant Tom Qualey. His leadership has significantly decreased nuisance activity in District 1 since he took over. He was instrumental in dispersing the late-night crowds that regularly gathered at 2 convenience stores, and eventually those problem businesses closed, and that solved a lot of issues in the area and improved the quality of life for residents there. He also worked very closely with the legal division and state agencies and took the lead on the long and complicated issue of removing many illegal slot machines that had popped up around the city. This and much, much more. So for his notable achievements, Sergeant Qualey is being awarded the Chief's Award of Excellence.
Two big steps this way. Keep going, keep going.
You mark the spots.
I did.
And I'll just say he is masterful of talking people down and making them his friend when they don't start off that way. He's really good at that. Sergeant Qualey, don't you want have your family come up and join you too? Yeah. Wait, you gotta have your family join you.
Take another picture.
And your parents, go on up. Yes, please go on up.
Come on in here. Come on in here. You guys got something. Good golf course.
These are Bills fans?
Yes, they are. Go Bills.
All right, one more on 3, 2, 1. Perfect.
Great, thank you.
I guess he's being transferred, huh? I took care of that one.
Next, we have our Civilian Employee of Distinction for the second half of 2023. Public Safety Telecommunicator Hope Holmes has been with the Emergency Communications Division for 25 years. In the past 6 months, she went above and beyond to create a sense of community in the ECC, and she was recognized by her peers for being flexible and willing to assist fellow coworkers. PST Holmes also works to maintain a good rapport with the new and tenured patrol officers. They're some of her biggest champions. She recently received a commendation for her work ethic and teamwork. So her passion for the job, dedication, and care for others make Hope Holmes our Civilian Employee of Distinction.
But I only hug Kathy.
2 steps. Perfect.
Are you going to join her?
And one more on 3, 2, 1.
You.
Perfect. Family member?
And we have a family member coming, yes.
How are you doing? Good, good.
3, 2, 1. Perfect.
And now we have our Police Officer of Distinction. Officer Omar Jundi works hard to build positive relationships throughout the community. These relationships have led to donated popsicles to give out to rec center kids during the summer, school supply donations in the fall, free turkeys during Thanksgiving, bikes and toys for kids in need during the holidays, and just to name a few. Officer Jundi worked tirelessly on the department's National Night Out event this year. Due to COVID, it hadn't been held for 2 years, so he had to start from scratch. He coordinated with 9 outside agencies, 29 vendors, and 4 major sports teams. Thanks to his efforts, we had one of the largest National Night Out events the department has ever held, and it was probably the best attended one in the county as well. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers sponsors a special personalized football for our Officer of Distinction and Chief Operating Officer Brian Ford. If you could step forward, and Officer Jundi, if you could come forward and receive your award.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Three, two, one. Can I do one without glasses?
No, sir.
Okay.
And now if the Jundi family want to join him.
If you want to, you want to hand it to one of the Bills fans so we can move forward.
Congratulations.
Bills ever won a championship?
He's coming. I'll tell you what, take one step, I'm sorry. One hit the chief off the wall. On 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
And now we have the Judge Mark Shames Probationary Officer of the Year. Sworn in November of 2022, Officer Ethan Bowers may be new to the St. Petersburg Police Department, but he had prior experience as a state trooper in Wyoming, and that certainly has helped him excel on the job here. Now on the midnight shift, he was commended by a supervisor for his work on an aggravated stalking and domestic violence case. He showed initiative in his follow-up investigations and was praised by detectives for his meticulous gathering of evidence. Bowers is also quick to assist fellow squad members with calls and investigations, especially DUIs. Officer Bowers is our Judge Mark Shames Probationary Officer of the Year, and this award is named for the late Judge Mark Shames. He was a longtime champion of our police department, and his wife, Barbara Shames, is here with us today. And Barbara, if you could please join us so that you can help to present this award.
Three, two, one. We need one more with big smiles. Perfect. Three, two, one. Need one more. Three, two, one. Perfect. Perfect.
I bet February. I bet February is better here than in Wyoming, huh? Have a feeling. Have a feeling. And now we have our Telecommunicator of the Year. Public safety telecommunicators need to be focused, flexible, and work well as teammates. And these are the three qualities that PSD LaShonda Montgomery has exhibited over her career in the Emergency Communications Division. Whether she needs to deal with equipment issues or adjust work methods very quickly, she can be counted on to handle it. This year, LaShonda took leadership of a project to help improve the workflow just in case we should have a computer failure. While she's still finalizing all the details, she has put together a new manual card system that would be used if the computers go down. The current backup system has been in use for at least 20 years, so this is definitely an important project that needed a big update. These are just a few examples of why LaShonda Montgomery is our Telecommunicator of the Year. Now, the Suncoast PBA sponsors this award, and do we have someone from the PBA here to present it today? All right, well then you will receive your plaque later, but you can still come up for your certificate and your award. And Chief Holloway.
Over here, sir.
There you go. Three, two, one, three, two, one. Okay, give me one more, Chief. Closer. I'm gonna give you like your employees. Perfect.
Here we have a family member.
Mark and I are one more. Three, two, one.
Now we have our Civilian Unit of the Year, the Forensic Services Unit. It's comprised of 15 technicians and 3 latent print examiners. Officers and detectives regularly call upon them to accurately document crime scenes, and they attempt to identify potential suspects. In 2023, the forensic technicians responded more than 5,000 times to assist with investigations. They identified 781 people through latent prints and 355 individuals from DNA swabs. In March, the unit responded to a double homicide investigation in a highly publicized case involving the death of a mother and a child. The scene was particularly violent. Technicians spent more than 50 hours processing the scene, and their work directly contributed to establishing criminal charges. Forensic technicians also responded to a homicide where a body was found in an alley. Detectives located a vehicle believed to be related, and although it had been wiped clean, the technicians used alternate light source methods to find evidence that wasn't visible to the naked eye, and they assisted in tying a suspect to the scene. In addition, in December of 2023, several of them testified during a 2020 homicide case. And although the victims' remains were never recovered, technicians recovered key pieces of evidence at the scene, and that played a huge role in the successful prosecution of the case. These are just a few examples of their exemplary work this year, many times at the end of their shifts or on their days off. So for their dedication and excellence, Forensic Services is our Civilian Unit of the Year.
They need a water lid. Okay.
How are we gonna do this? Sure, people can kneel in the front, please stop.
Somebody in the middle, somebody in the middle.
Yeah, it's like losing you. Okay, let's see how long they can stay in this position. Beam. 1, 2, 3. Need one more. That's it. Good.
Okay. Afterwards, if you want to take a unit picture, maybe you could do it out on the steps with Jen afterwards, since you're all together at the same time. You want to try to do that? Sarge, if you want to get everyone together immediately afterwards, Jen can take their picture maybe outside on the steps, since you probably aren't all together at the same time, different shifts very often. Yeah. And now we have our final award. It goes to our Civilian Employee of the Year. Senior Operations Analyst Laura Patrick joined the agency more than 5 years ago as a Human Resources Technician in the Fiscal Services Division. She has been promoted twice since then. Among her many duties is handling payroll. She works long hours to ensure everyone's timesheets are entered accurately so they can be paid on time. And it's not unusual to get an email from her on the weekend if you made a mistake. And when she does contact someone about an error, she's always kind and helpful. Laura is always eager to provide professional cross-training within the department and training for new cadets and officers on payroll and the timekeeping system. Laura's positive attitude, conscientious work ethic, and strong communication skills make her our Robin Greene Civilian Employee of the Year. Congratulations, Laura.
Ready? On 3. 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2, 1. Great spot. All right.
And your husband, one, you join? Huh?
One more. Perfect.
This concludes our ceremony. We invite you to enjoy some cake. It's right out here in the hallway. We don't want to have a lot of leftover cake. And we invite you to congratulate some of our award winners because they really deserve it. So one more round of applause for them. Thank you and have a good afternoon.